such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul and seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons.
How's it going, guys? Ghost Caliber here, and this video is going to be like the other videos on my channel, more structured than yesterday's upload. It's going to be a lot shorter too, instead of a half-hour long. So this video is basically talking about zombies, COD zombies. I really enjoy COD zombies, especially Cold War zombies, because it doesn't feel like it's boring, right? And a lot of people say, oh, well, it lacks personality. Well, I mean, it kind of had to if you paid attention to the story, because the story, it's a very long and confusing one, the Ether storyline, and getting into the Dark Ether, where it's a lot more structured, a lot more coherent, right? It doesn't get into multiverse territory, right? Unlike Ether, where we had multiple universes, multiple timelines, time travel, people being good and bad at the same time, people throwing things into different dimensions to start an infection to free themselves from another dimension that they were thrown into. Confusing stuff like that, right? And I like the way how more people can get a grip of what this new zombie storyline is, right? So, one thing I really like is how I can get into a game of Outbreak and talk to people, and everyone is on the same page about this story, right? Some people might have some questions about what's going on because they didn't pay attention to Ether, but the stuff that's going on currently, they'll understand it, they'll get a grip on it because it's easy to understand, easy to digest, and that's what they really wanted. And this video is a short video about where I stand on the Easter eggs, right? So right now there's this big debate going on saying, oh, well, the COD Zombies Easter eggs are being dumbed down a lot. And some people are like, oh, well, they should make it like how it used to be, extremely hard, so you can get a bigger sense of achievement out of it. I say no. I like the way they are now, because you got to look at it from a developer's perspective, right? Why go through all they did before, like the voice lines, the theatrics, the cutscenes and stuff, right? When 2% of the community, less than 2% of the community, did the Easter eggs in the first place, right? So, how would you feel if you took a lot of time, a lot of effort to do something that only 2% of your audience, less than 2% of your audience saw, and actually got the chance of experiencing for themselves? You'd probably feel like your time was just wasted, right? So I like what they're doing now, and also it's fun because I can feel comfortable going into a game with randoms, because before I almost never played with randoms. I would play with people I knew, because with people I knew they would understand what to do. I know, hey, you know what Easter egg steps are, you know what to do, you know what we're doing, you know where we're doing it. With randoms, I felt like I had to explain to them every single step of the Easter egg. It would be so annoying. But now it's like the Easter egg is so simple, right? But still has a hint of challenge in it that makes it easy for new players to understand, but yet difficult enough that it doesn't feel like a complete cakewalk. For example, there is one step in the Firebase Z Easter egg, which is their newest survival map. And in that Easter egg, there's one step that pisses me off, to say the least. And it's the one where you have to gather these 3 mimics. But at the round that you're usually doing it on, right, you'll be around like 11 or 12 doing this step. By then, especially if you got everything right, and you're using point weapons like knives or pistols or something, you will have a pack-a-punched gun. You will already have Jug by doing the Evil Bunny Easter egg, so you won't have to spend money on perks. Or probably doing the Sergei's Head Easter egg to spend even less money on perks, so you get a second free perk. So yeah, you'll have money to get a pack-a-punched gun. And with these mimics, they spawn with the scripted mimics that you need for the Easter egg. One spawns per round. So you got to be careful by what weapon you're using and if you really want to use it. Because sometimes I have trouble with my katana killing the mimics, right? And it's annoying because I gotta keep waiting round after round after round for this singular mimic to spawn so I can get it. So this has a decent bit of challenge in it, especially with the Reiki building that too with the side Easter eggs. Now I refuse to do that because of one step where you have to look at a computer, get this thing of the dartboard, go down to the dartboard that's in the village, aka starting room, shoot it in the exact area, and then the bullseye to grab the part. I will not do that, so I either just get it out the evil bunny or I'll do trials. Highly recommend doing trials if you haven't. Do it. So yeah, all in all, my stance is because I want to dedicate a small portion of this video to Onslaught and Onslaught and Outbreak a little bit. So I'm just trying to sum up my general idea. I like where Treyarch is going with their new Easter eggs. I like the progress they're making by making it more accessible to every player, so they can hopefully widen the gap between the 2% to get more, since it's easier. So yeah, all in all, love what they're doing. Keep it up, Treyarch. Alright, let's move on to Zombies Onslaught. They made a lot of updates to the Onslaught. First, they added new tiers of armor. So instead of just level 1 armor, there's level 2 and level 3 armor. Second, they completely took out scrap. So before you could pick up scrap metal, but you couldn't do anything with it, scrap's completely taken out. So no scrap, so no illusion of crafting in the game. Third, golden chalices are given every time you get a chalice, right? So if you get the bronze chalice, a bronze chalice will drop, and you'll be able to pack-a-punch your weapon, which, in my opinion, is amazing that you're actually able to pack-a-punch a weapon in Onslaught, because I know that was a big problem. Before I go into Outbreak, I gotta mention one more thing about Onslaught. There's this new playlist called Onslaught Containment, where the anomaly sits in one area, and it's on these gunfight and face-off maps, where it sits in one place and you're able to move all across the map. It is extremely fun, but there is a glitch that will sometimes occur. It occurred for me, where it will not spawn any more zombies after a surge, and it will be stuck at like 9%. It's stuck at 9% for me. So yeah, watch out for that. You'll have to restart. Alright, on to Outbreak. I don't have any complaints about Outbreak. Except one. Please allow me to zoom in and out of the map, though. Like the actual map. Like, allow me to zoom in and out of the map so I can see where I'm going, especially with Sanatorium. Big map, very big map. But when I look at the map to see if there's golden chests, dragons, or skulls, the map is so small that I have to get up out of my seat and go up to my TV to see it, right? So please fix that or do something with it, make it bigger like the other ones are. But other than that, Outbreak is pretty much perfect. For what it's doing, I love it. I hope they bring remaster Transit and put it in Outbreak. And I don't want to drive the bus. I know some people want to drive the bus. I don't. I want Ted. Bring back Ted. I miss Ted. I don't miss Transit that much, but with Outbreak, especially what they're doing with Outbreak and how everything's just working together. If they bring Transit back with Outbreak, taking out the fog, taking out denizens. Yeah, I had to yell that. Taking out denizens and taking out lava. Transit would be an amazing map to bring into Outbreak, especially with all the elements that Outbreak has. Like, I just imagine feeding the dragon in town, in the middle of town, doing a golden chest challenge on farm. You know, or fighting a bunch of bosses at diner for the skulls challenge. Right? And I have a feeling that it could work really well with Transit. So that's pretty much all I got to say for the day. I'm not trying to run this too long because yesterday I had a half-hour video release. Well, technically it was this morning. I had it slated to release at 6 a.m. because I made the video kind of late. And I might have another video like that release where it's the Doomslayer versus DBZ. Then after that one, it will be the Doomslayer versus the big three anime protagonists, or the big four anime protagonists. So Goku, Naruto, Luffy, and Ichigo. It's the big four, but big three is just no Ichigo. And so that's pretty much all I gotta say. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did like this video, share